Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Dev, and today I have the iPhone X here with me. And this video is going to be my first impressions and my little mini review, pros and cons list about this phone after about a week of use. Now I'm going to start with the pros. The first pro I have about this phone is the battery. I cannot rave enough about the battery. Coming from an iPhone 6s that had the battery life of about 2 hours before it died and didn't really like the cold too much, this battery is a huge upgrade. I have absolutely no problem pushing about 15 to 16 hours out of this battery with moderate use. By moderate use, I mean YouTube videos, gaming fairly frequently, and picking up the phone to check out Instagram feeds and Facebook feeds every about 20 to 30 minutes. And right from 100, I was able to push out about 15 hours, like I said. Now, this isn't counting in low power mode, which you could probably get better results if you put low power mode on. But yeah, that's the first pro. The second is going to be about apps loading quickly. On this phone, the phone is super snappy. The apps load great. They load fast. Apps open and close super quick. If I had one gripe about the apps on this phone, I would have to say my one gripe is, let me just unlock this for a second here. So normally, if you're doing something on your iPhone, you would double tap the home button. But on this, you have to swipe up and over, and you get this little thing where you can see all your apps. And when you do that, you got to hold down on it, and then a little red thing pops up in the corner. I don't know if you can see that. My camera's not really the greatest for picking up on that, but it's basically like a little minus with a red thing around it, and you just click that to close the apps, and then the apps close as you do that. I really don't like that. I prefer just like swiping and get rid of them, and the gestures are okay in this, but I mean, it's a really quick learning curve, and if you look at the package you get with the little booklet, the quick start guide you get with the phone, it's quite easy to do. But yeah, apps load quick, like I said, and that is one great positive thing about this phone. The second thing I love about this phone, I absolutely love about my iPhone X, is the camera. Not talking about the front facing, I'm talking about the back facing camera. This back facing camera is capable of doing a 4K 60, which looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm not sure on the megapixels, I didn't really like check it, because megapixels in the end, they matter, but they're not really like determining on what a camera looks like. I think the camera looks great, and 4K 60 is a great addition to this camera. Now, here on my pros list, I also have Face ID, and that's not really a popular thing to put on the pros list of this phone, but I feel like it's a good thing because Face ID is way more secure. It's a lot quicker than Touch ID in my opinion. It may not be, but it feels like it is to me. And maybe it's just because it's new that it feels great, but I think it feels great. And it is a positive, but it also has a negative. The negative of it is the fail rate. Now, this phone really works great with the Face ID when it works. But when it doesn't work, it gets really annoying. I'd say it works about 80% of the time, and that's fine and dandy to say, and it's great. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like Touch ID was more reliable, but I'm hoping that Face ID gets better with more firmware updates, which I'm hoping it will, and it probably will. The fourth thing I love about my iPhone X is the absolutely beautiful look of it. And that is evident with the back glass. Now, some people don't like the glass on the phone, but I think the glass looks absolutely fantastic. It makes it a little premium look to it, and I think it looks absolutely great. This phone is sexy, in my opinion. One thing I don't like about the looks, though, adding on to a con on this phone, is the stainless steel around the borders. Now, that's not because I don't like the look of it. It looks absolutely fantastic, and it complements the phone quite nicely. But the fact that it's extremely scratch-proof, even after being in a case, you probably can't see it, but maybe you do see scratches, I don't know. But if you were seeing what I'm seeing right now, like there's tons of scratches on this thing. And I've had it in a case 99% of the time since I've had it. This is the first time I've taken it out of the case in like the whole week, essentially. Now, before I end off this video, I would like to give you guys and all iPhone X new owners a little tip. Now, I don't know if this is something that was in the iPhone 6s, but I never encountered it when I had my iPhone 6s, and this is why I'm kind of giving it as a little tip to new iPhone X owners, because I don't know, like I said, if it's a specific iPhone X feature, but I know that it did happen to me, and I'd like to help you guys out, you know, give you guys a little bit, you know, save you guys the trouble of having to go through what I went through. So here's a little bit of the backstory on how I encountered this feature on this phone. I was at my buddy's place, and I was walking in his house, and I had touched my phone while it was in my pocket, and as you can see, you could tap the screen and it wakes it, right? Well, when I did this, I must have done this, and did this. If you look at the phone, it's super zoomed in. I don't know why anybody would need their phone to be that zoomed in. It's kind of stupid if you ask me. Like, it's super zoomed in. You can't do anything, obviously. It won't even let you swipe up. Like, it's ridiculous. But my phone was unlocked when this happened. So it did this. Sorry about that. It did this, and it was unlocked, and it did this. See, look, the zoom options pop up or whatever. Well, if you triple tap on the screen with your 3 fingers like this, it zooms in. You can turn it off in the settings, but by default it's on. And if you look at that, like, it really zooms in. So I don't know why that's even an option. But anyways, that did that, and when I did that, everything had zoomed in like that, right? Well, me being a new owner of the iPhone X, I'm so used to just touching this power button here but that's just like, that opens Siri. That's what that does. If we're gonna like go back here, yeah, Siri. I'm not connected to the internet right now, but that unlocks Siri, the side button. So to unlock your phone or to turn off your phone, you have to do power up and hold the side button. And then you get your power settings and your emergency SOS here. Well, one thing you shouldn't do if your phone is completely like zoomed in like this is hold the down power button and the side button. Now, I don't know if this is a specific iPhone X feature as well, but there's a thing called emergency SOS, and if you hold down these 2 buttons, your phone will start beeping, and it sounds like it's possessed, and you have absolutely no clue what the hell is going on. Me, I probably should have read the quick start guide, I guess, but I didn't, and I held the button down, and my phone started calling 911. Now, luckily, I was at my buddy's house, and I didn't have any service, so the 911 call didn't go through. But it could have been a bad thing, and if this is any tip that any new iPhone X owners could use, that would be one of them, and I really hope it helped you guys out. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review or mini review / first impressions of this phone. I might do a full review of this phone, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't really have the camera set up to do it because I'd like to get some nice close-up shots of the phone and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a few things on here, actually. I have a clear case, which I will leave a link in the description for, and I also have a screen protector by Spygen, I believe is what it's called. But these screen protectors are great. I haven't had an issue with it, and the adhesive on it works really well. So I'll leave links in the description for all of those products, and if you'd like to buy them for your iPhone X, if you're going to order it or whatever, to have it for day one is great because you won't get scratches on it and shit, unless you're like me and you get the side scratched anyways. But oh well, what can you do, right? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you all in my next one, and peace.